Welcome to this week's Kline May Corner.
Today I'd like to talk a little bit about flood insurance and some changes that are coming in flood insurance premiums due to an act that was passed in Congress last week. This is going to be great news for folks in our area because the dramatic increases we've seen over the past couple years are going to be slowed down. So to back up a little bit, flood insurance generally goes through the National Flood Insurance Program, and the premiums that people pay are subsidized by the federal government. So folks don't pay the full premium that they would without that subsidy based on the risk of their home and where it is in the floodplain. Well, a couple years ago, the rules changed and that subsidy was taken away. And when a home changed ownership or when the federal flood maps changed and the classification of where a property was changed, those increases were taken away all at once. But we were having situations where people would be attempting to buy a home and the increase they were going to see in flood insurance was so great they weren't able to buy the home, several $1,000s. So just last week, Congress passed an act that changes all of that and says that when you buy a home or when the flood maps change, that does not mean an immediate increase in the flood insurance premium. That premiums can only go up at policy renewal time once a year, and they can't go up by more than 18% a year. The new act also says that for folks who were forced to pay that higher premium, they can now get a refund of that. So we'd suggest anybody in that situation or who has more questions about this, talk to their insurance agent. Those folks are the experts on insurance and they can tell you the details about your specific situation. We've also got a little bit of information up on our blog this week with a link to some very good information the government provides on how the whole program works.